Nadia, sure, you can be diplomatic. Seems fine. So close. Not used to seeing gold levels that high. Borel is doing amazing things over here for Bulgaria. Including taking Kiev. Regency has ended! Hooray! We are a tough soldier. So tough. Yes. Now, we need to marry someone who has a decent amount of stewardship. See, I'm thinking this would be a good match, except that you are kinswoman. Ambitious, all these things. Why do you not like me? Title claimant, ambitious. Okay, well, let's go for it. See what happens. And we are going to be... I think we're just going to be a hunting person to keep us alive as long as possible. Become king of Bulgaria. We're not really the one to do that. Counselors makes the most sense of those. You want to make me spy master? Okay, my 3 intrigue. Do some great jobs for you. The steward has some interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. Sure, because that's something we need to be worried about at the moment. Okay, well, we'll groom an heir. That makes sense. We need a new designated regent. Somebody with stewardship, ideally. Brother-in-law, this would be a good one. So that's what I did. Sermon, the one that I wanted to be in here, who has the claim on all of these different things. Do you have the claim on... You don't. I guess Irene never got it. Okay, well, that didn't work out as I'd hoped. We could go independent. Don't really have enough land to do it well, but we could. Claim Toronto, that would be fine. We could act within, claim Damascus here. Oh, no, we couldn't. We don't have that access anymore. We're still sitting at 26,000 troops. We're at about 10, which is decent, but not able to really hold my own yet. Okay. Come back from Antioch. Let's see if we can get a claim on Rome. That would be funny. Want me to be a commander? Sure. Also, I'd like to convert to your religion here. We'll be Begomalist. I don't know why I have to be secret about it. Slavic religion? That's weird. Don't know why we have access to that. We're smart, but we're not, like, super smart. Ah, there was the thing I was looking for. Found religious cult. Duke Balin joins the Bogomolist Faithful Society, becomes the Grand Master, and gains 1,000 devotion. Sure. In order to make sure that the oppression of Bogomolist followers comes to an end, I've decided to take action. I will focus my efforts on organizing my fellow believers so that we, in time when we are too many to be ignored, can express our faith without any fear of repercussions. When the time is right, we will proclaim our faith. Cool. That was the thing I was looking for. I knew there was a secret society option somewhere. Already the highest rank. So now I think I can start convincing people to join. See how that goes. Like you. How would you like to be a learning education person? Kresimir. And I'd like to be your guardian if you don't mind. Ah, there we go. Induct them into the Bogomolist faith. Yes. I summoned Kresimir to my study, where I proceeded to read him the Bible. At first the lad was fidgeting in his seat, but my choice of passage was a good one. Soon he hung on every word, eyes round as the full moon. As I put the tome away, Kresimir bombarded me with questions, and we kept talking for hours. I really got through to little Kresimir. Hooray! Secret Bogomolists. While searching for a lost chalice, I came upon a band of rogues who robbed me. Oh no, 40 gold. I needed that 40 gold for goldy things. I'm not really expecting Rome to fall to me here. I'm trying. You will play as Ogden. We have a nephew? Interesting. Weird laws. After I told Silva it was time to head on home, she looked at me with a grin on her face and told me to race her home, leaving me to carry everything on my own. Race her or lecture about responsibilities. Sure, I'll race. Silva never seems to be grumpy, always playing without a care in the world. You're sick, though. Pneumonic, excuse me. It is continuing. Can we choose a Bogomolist? Not yet, it looks like. I'd like to find somebody who has a very high opinion of us, so maybe we can, Oh, but you're not very good at this. Otherwise, you'd be a great choice. Bishop of Turus. I would like to induct you into the Bogomolist faith if I can. I've arranged for one of my spies to leave a tome of the Bible with an anonymous note in the chambers of Bishop Bernardin. If the tome is left open on a passage which Bernardin finds relevant, I'm hopeful he will find truth in the holy words, but what might catch his eye? A tale about a legendary warrior? Something stressing the importance of community? Passage on ethics and philosophy? Or a story about a fair and mighty ruler? This is an interesting challenge. Looking at his stats, he'd probably be interested in learning or martial. So, a tale of a legendary warrior might be a good idea. Let's try it. It's also brave. It's a big part of this. The spies I ordered to watch over Bishop Bernardin have brought me some disappointing news. As far as they've been able to determine, Bernardin has not read the Bible I left him. They suspect he's gotten rid of the holy text. See, this is the weird thing about a heresy. We're using the same book. I don't know why it would be such a problem to go about things here. Anyway, yes. Let's keep going. Sylvia is pregnant. Excellent. Who is the bishop here? Oh. You are Begomalist already. Well, why can't I not make you the... the ecclesiarch? You like me so much. Oh, I didn't mean to actually change. Okay. Well, let's try inducting this one into the Begomalist faith. I'm sure somebody was gotta come along to it, right? We should also recruit a court physician. And you, what do you like? Learning. Passage on ethics and philosophy. Let's see how that goes. Disappointing news. He hasn't read it. Heretical sorcerer has been caught and jailed in the city of Dara. The sorcerer has apparently healed various ailments afflicting the other prisoners. Although he is scheduled for execution at noon, you could pardon him and bring him into your employ. Yes. I do need a physician. Come on in. You also happen to be Begomalist. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's cravings should always be accommodated. Okay. Whale's foot, hare's head, fish's eye. I don't know that this makes a difference, but here, have quail's foot. I do not have claims, right? Just on Damascus. But it's a weak claim. Nope, we're just going to keep going. At first the signs were small, easily dismissed as coincidences, but now they are becoming too frequent to be ignored. My wife will give birth under auspicious stars. Hopefully. Hooray! Auspicious stars indeed. Excellent. Ivanka, you are doing well on your quest to become a warrior. How are the Abbasids doing? 30,000 troops. We're not at war at the moment. And you are at 40,000. Part of me thinks I should just get a claim on Akka. Salerno has become Bulgarian. Very good. It's a good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted from the tribulations of this delicate time in her life. As Sylvia's husband, it is my duty to provide her with the support she needs. She needs familiar faces. I think that's probably the best. Go, keep her mind off things. I'm sorry. Broslov is the person that holds this at the moment, right? No. Okay, it's another one of my family members. I was misreading that, was trying to make sense of it. Okay, I should really be continuing to build up my realm. You're doing your thing. That's fine. Yes, more morale. More morale is good morale. Have a barracks. More troops. The son was born. Who we don't get to name for some reason. It's confusing. But okay, you're Michael. You're club-footed. But you exist. Apostate found. Patriarch bursts into your chambers, flanked by several warriors, dragging Vasilika Nikolova with them. My kinswoman, who is possessed, admittedly. Let her go free. What harm could it do? No, I don't think that's going to go so well. Throw her into the dungeon. I'm sorry. It must be done. However, this does tell me that we have someone hunting apostates, and that is not what I want. Cultural tech. I'm not going to make the same mistake this time. I'm going to look at my vassals. I'm going to look at rank. Bishop of Damascus. Balin the Wicked. You're not very good at this, though. Come on. Look at my vassals. Bishop of Escus. Deceitful, arbitrary, ambitious. But you are very good. Let's see if I can get you in. Ethics and philosophy. The spies I ordered have brought me disappointing news. No such luck. Okay, well, we'll keep trying. Paranoid, ambitious, brave. Okay. Sure. Do I not have the devotion anymore? No. I surely do. Who else can I invite in? Countess of Beirut, who's already Begamalist? That's cool. She would like to be our marshal, I'm sure of it. How about you? You want in? You who are a marshal, let's talk about legendary warrior. See how that does. My spies have brought me outstanding news. Apparently Count Broslov reads the Bible every night and now seems to worship God, like we do, in secret. My plan succeeded. Approach him and ask to join. I covered my face before Mass, and once at the church I sat down next to Broslov. At the end of the service I grabbed his hand and drew the holy symbol of God with my finger in his palm. Afterwards he followed me into a deserted alley, where I revealed my identity and invited him to join us. Broslov said yes. Another champion of God joins our ranks. Neat. I'm guessing this isn't going to go so well. But maybe evoke sympathy for Christendom? Okay. After some careful planning, I'm seated next to Baboy at a formal dinner. I've planned to tell him about a family of Christians that was attacked and driven from their home in Sofia in an attempt to rouse his sympathies. But what angle should I employ? They were forced to leave many loved ones behind. Their scars, both physical and emotional, will never fade. They had a profitable business, but it was burned to the ground. The boy was visibly moved by the story of the poor family. After our conversation, he became very quiet and only responded in short, half-hearted sentences when spoken to. Just before our departure, Baboy pulled me aside and thanked me for opening his eyes. I knew we would find an ally in Baboy. Nice. Can I induct him into the faith? Now that he has shown some sympathies towards Christianity? I've arranged for one of my spies, etc., etc. What do I think would be effective? The importance of community. He hasn't read the Bible. Too bad. Who's next? Robin's not going to be here very long. I've already tried you. How would you like to be Begomalist? I feel like the countesses are probably a better option than much of the rest. Importance of community. Could also do fair and just ruler, but, you know. Outstanding. She reads it every night. Time for her to join us. Another champion of God joins our ranks. I'm not doing too poorly. We have 3 people. 3 adults in the secret society here. And the more of them that I bring in, the more they'll bring in, too. It's a pyramid scheme of faith, of evangelism. Something like that. Let me see my vassals. We're in prison. Don't need to worry about you. You're already Begomalist. You're already in. Let's see how this goes. Whoa. You are an intrigue-focused, crazy person. Greed. Let's do ethics and philosophy and see what happens. Probably not going to work, but... Hey, more tech. No luck. It was worth a try. Mikhail, my friend... I should very much like to be your guardian as well, and induct you in that way. Should be doing this more. Finding children and inducting them in. Give it another try. Didn't work out the first time. This time, instead of lecturing, I tried to have a conversation with Mikhail and listen patiently to what he had to say. Sadly, even though he was more willing to listen to me as well, his opinions were set in stone. He refused to question the things the priest had taught him. Oh no, we've become rivals. Whatever will we do? Monothelite. That's a new one to me. Interesting. Countess of Benevento? How would you like to be trained by me? Oh, I can't do it anymore. Okay. I would like to assign a court tutor then. Sylvia. There you go. Broslov appears from nowhere, grabs me by the arm, and pulls me into a nearby room. With a wrinkled forehead and sweaty palms, he told me that he intended to leave our society after being haunted too many times by shadows in the darkness. Oh, interesting. Persuade by talking about solidarity, or explain the importance of devotion. Let's do solidarity. You rarely find a more devoted follower of God than my fellow Christian faithful Braslav. While this is a respectable quality, the good faithful can sometimes struggle to hide his true religion. His tendency to trust just about anyone is a danger to himself as well as the Bogomalist faithful. I shall offer my help. He gave a speech to Braslav about the importance of solidarity for our movement. I emphasized how important every member of our society is so we can be strong together. Braslav seemed to sympathize with my speech and told me that he will continue to back our cause. One for all and all for one. Hooray. When I approached faithful Braslav, he simply dismissed my concerns. I plead to God to keep the fool in check and all of us safe. Expected more from him. Yes, I did. It's time to go on a grand hunt. And we'll find the white stag. Maybe. As he's growing older, I can see that Crusader could use some more guidance and experienced areas in the art of war. Show bravery. Yeah, okay. Cool. The hounds were more alert this morning than I've ever seen them before. Something stupendous must be awaiting us. I don't care what it is. We'll hunt it? What are we waiting for? Let's go! Young Kresimir speaks in reverence of the wise men of old, saying he wants to be like them. Yeah, what a lovely child. Erudite? Didn't expect that. The grand hunt is now over. It was a truly noble endeavor and a true challenge for our martial abilities. Gain some prestige. Turov has become Catholic. So part of me here that wants to do the marriage game again, looking for people that could be married here. Like, for instance, you are 13. Probably not going to go for this, but too young. But you like me, so that's a good thing. Let's see, do you have... You're too old? 20? I find someone closer to the age of 1. Neither of you are daughters. 0 is close to the age of 1. Not well. Otherwise, you know. How about you? Arrange betrothal. Mikhail. Too lowly of a rank. Well. And this is my son, right? I guess you just won't marry a duke. We'd need to be an independent duke. Lots of peasants have been moving to the county of Damascus lately. Build new roads. Sure, new roads it is. Is there anything I can do here? Not really, no. Constantinople gives us tech. 500... Third of the way there. Young Mikhail seems to be quick to praise the deeds of others around him while neglecting his own physical activity and development. Yeah, become kind. That makes more sense to me. Even if you are my rival. Barracks has been built in Nicopolis. Excellent. Stables. These 3 provinces are kind of our main troop formations here. We should probably do something in Damascus also. Well, we don't really have a lot of tech here. Okay, and I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for joining me as we continue to seek to strike down the Patriarchy, to smash the Patriarchy, as the case may be. I'm really glad we could be together on this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Please check out everything we have on YouTube. Link is down below if you're watching on Twitch, and if you're on YouTube, the link to Twitch is down below. And I do stream every Monday, 3 o'clock CST on Twitch. Would love to see you in the chat. Thanks so much. I'm Raveler1, and this is the Tapestry of Video.